Hello friends, happy Monday. My name is Ray with Dizzy Designer. If you're new here, tonight I've got a couple of new kits that are on the website that we're gonna paint. And I know I'm a couple minutes early for my time slot. I said I was gonna be on at 6:15. I'm here just a minute early, give you guys time to find me. Get my towel set up here. Let me tip you guys down and we'll go ahead and get started. So last night I went live and painted one of the new kits. These are mini squares and bases. So these measure 2.5 by 2.5 inches, the squares do, and they're interchangeable. Oh my gosh, please tell me. Okay, I was gonna say, they're kind of a little hard to get out because I've stuck them in here when the glue is wet. So give me a second. Maybe this one's not gonna be interchangeable. Gosh darn it, I hate it when I do that. I forgot to take it out of here last night. So let me see. They're supposed to be interchangeable. Hi, Karen. Hello, hello, hello. All right, I'm just gonna leave that in there so I don't break it, but I can pry it out of there with a knife later. So they're all interchangeable, 2.5 by 2.5 inch squares. So then there's different little sets that you can put them in. So this is the chicken wire frame. And then tonight what we're gonna do is paint this home base. So what this one is gonna be is the little ladder. Got a backer, which makes it interchangeable, and then you'll have all the pieces. So it's upside down right now, but I'll show you in a minute. And then there's the middle piece, so you could either change it out for all interchangeables if you wanted to, or you could have it say home and then just change out the O part on the backer. So we're going to paint this one, and then we also have a new one on the website that's just this ladder. It's a 3-piece ladder, so again, all the interchangeables will work with this one as well. And I don't know if we'll paint this one or not. It's the last one that I have. We also have this cute little barn sitter that we're gonna paint. I'm sure we'll have time to do this one too. And so the pieces will fit right inside of here. I think they go behind here though for this one. They do, they go behind it. So we'll put that together. I'll show you how to do that. And then I just have a few more of the pieces from the chicken set that I didn't paint last night that we'll probably work on. So that's what we're doing tonight. Hello, hello. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Rachel. Hello, Haley. Let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to use some white paint. So let me get that out for this piece at least. I'm not even going to paint the back of this because it's a backer. So I'm not worried about that. Let's do... trying to decide if I wanted to use a paintbrush or not, but I think we're going to use a paintbrush for this part. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this white. Can you guys see? Should I tip you down a little bit farther? I want to make sure I can still see the comments. But as long as you guys can see what I'm doing, that's what really matters. How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody's Monday? I'm using a paintbrush. I don't know why, because I use the sponges a lot, but I started using the paintbrushes again too. So I just kind of switch back and forth. People always ask me why I'm using one or the other. I don't really have, look, my sides are going to get messy, but I don't care. If you use the sponge, usually you avoid that messiness on the edges. I'll just clean it up. It's gonna, I don't sell my finished pieces, so it doesn't bother me that they're messy on the sides. If it bothers you, use the sponges. Hi, Linda. Linda always calls me her little sponge painter, and I'm not using my sponge tonight, so. But like I said, it does avoid the edges getting messy. I just am not doing it tonight because I feel like my hands get, look, as I say that, I go and paint myself. I feel like I get messier when I use the sponges, but my project stays a little bit neater. I'm getting paint everywhere. Hi, Penny. Make sure I'm still in the view here of the camera. I'm gonna go ahead and paint my little ladder pieces, my steps. And then I'll go back through and smooth everything out and clean up, paint off the edges. The corners are kind of messy. Clean it up the best I can. And then I'll go back down the sides again. So I just use my finger. Look, I talk about how I get to stay cleaner and then I go and make a mess like this. I'm gonna grab a tissue. I know, I'm using a brush tonight. Just for this part at least. I might not when we go to the next part. I thought that I was going to be cleaner, but I'm really making a big mess. All right, so I totally made a mess, but that's all right. Hey, Tracy. Hello, Vivian. Hi, Rita. So now I'm going to go and just go back down my sides, give it that second coat. I don't need as much paint, so hopefully this time I don't get it all over my edges. If I do, we'll just clean it up again. You can use a baby wipe or a tissue. And then we'll do our second coat here in the middle just to make everything match good. I'm going to try and keep my lines all going one way, but try to keep my fingerprints off of it. Okay, so there's the front of this piece. Chickens are doing good. I actually got a new turkey today. I got a girl turkey. My boy, I think I had 2 boys before, I don't know, but one of them had passed away before. He wasn't with us very long. And so my other turkey's been lonely. So I got him a friend today. So I'm excited about that. And we got new ducks. So, but everybody's doing really good. All right, so I'm not going to paint this. Like I said, it's just the backer. I'm going to stay behind there. So we do have these pieces that are going to spell out the word home. So one of them is just going to be blank. And you can choose to paint that or not. I'm not going to paint mine because I'm always going to have an insert in there. But you could paint it. So we're going to do HME, and then we'll do, let's do this cute little rooster for our middle piece. What colors do I want to do these in? I think I'm going to distress the ladder. So I'm going to do a little bit of black distressing on there. So I think I'm going to do the backgrounds of these in white. And then we'll do our letters maybe in black. Probably in black, because then they would match. They should match every piece that we put in here. Because you could interchange this for, like, I'm going to do my chickens, but there's a cow set right now. There's 2 different cow sets. There's chickens. There will be Christmas sets coming, and I think there's some fall. I got some more kits to get cut, but there will be other pieces. So if we stick with black words or writing, then that should go with every interchangeable that we put in here. Or like I said, you could do all 4 interchangeables and take the home right out of there if you don't want that to be in it. But I like it. So this is just our first coat. I'm going to do a second coat on there, I think. Make it nice and bright. You guys, I get so messy when I paint. Last night I painted my brand new sweatshirt. Hey Vicky, hello Georgie. I know I'm missing people as you pop on here. I will come back through and say hello to everybody that leaves me a comment after the live is over. Answer any questions anybody has, things like that. All right, so I'm gonna let those sit there for a minute. I am gonna bust out my sponge and we are gonna do our letters. Let's see, I think this one's clean. I'm going to do those in black, so let me find some black paint. We'll let the white dry, and we'll come back and do a second coat in a minute. Where'd my sponge go? Here we go. So I just use these little makeup sponges. Anybody that knows me, I use them a lot. And I just cut the ends off when I'm done painting, so I don't have to like wash them. You could wash them too. Make them last probably even longer, but I probably get 4 or 5 uses out of each sponge. I just use one per color while I'm painting. And like I said, I will just let it dry, and then the next time I paint, I cut the tips off and use a different color, which you'll probably see here in a second when I do my next project. Got white on my hands still, so it's getting on my letters. Thank you so much for sprinkling. I appreciate that. All right, letters are done. Let's go back and do our second coat of white. Whoops, we don't have any more. We got to get some more. Linda, I'm not sure. I think so. I think I responded to you, unless you sent me something else. I'll check my emails and get back with you. Probably after the live. If not tonight, definitely tomorrow. All right, that looks better. Hi, Sherry. Hello, Betty. Hi, Susan. You know what, Linda, if you're still on here, if you have something I didn't respond to, go ahead and just resend it to me, because I'm pretty sure that I responded to everything that I've got from you. So maybe something got lost or like marked as spam or something. All right, second coat done. I think that the one coat on those is good. I'm gonna put this up. Let's go back to, I know we're like back and forth, but let's go back to our little base here. And I'm gonna take my Ray. I'm gonna take my brush here. Gosh, what do I even call these? Why do I always forget what these are called? Anyways, it's a nasty brush, right? Look how those bristles are. I stick some paint on there and then I offload it onto my towel. It's another reason that I use the towels. And then I'm gonna go in the same direction, right down the ladder, and kind of add some distressing to it. I'm gonna go across my steps a little bit, just so they're not so white. When the sides are getting distressed, just kind of match it up. And you can put as much distressing or as little distressing on there as you want. I want mine to be pretty distressed. So you can still tell it's white, but it has got the markings on there to make it look kind of old. It's your granddaughter's middle name. That's cute. Hi, Dorothy. Hello, Shannon. All right, I got paint everywhere. Probably getting it on my face as we speak. So we've got our little home sign almost done. I'm gonna let everything still dry. I do wanna do this cute little rooster. I wish that I would have like looked up rooster colors, because I find people paint such cute things. I'm gonna make my rooster kind of crazy, I think. We're gonna see if it works. I don't even know if it's gonna work. I'm gonna do some multicolors on my little turkey's tail, or turkey, gosh, why do I keep calling it turkey? Rooster's tail. I think I'm gonna do blue for my main color. So I'm gonna get out my sponge and I'll show you here what I mean. So this sponge was used last time. It's dry and nasty. Instead of throwing it away, I just cut off this tip part, and I can use this side and I can use this side. So this gets used at least 5 times before it gets tossed. So I'm gonna dip this in the paint him blue. He's gonna have another coat of blue, don't worry, he'll be darker. I don't know what color to do the background on this one. Maybe just a yellow, like a sunset. Let's do that. Let's do like yellow and orange maybe in the background. All right, so there's my rooster to start. I'm gonna give him some color here in a minute. Let's do, I get some orange and some King's Gold. And maybe even a tiny bit of red on here to like ombre it. So let's start with yellow at the very, I'm gonna say bottom, it doesn't matter, whatever side you're at. And then I'm gonna go into some orange in the middle. I'm gonna have to come back through in a minute with some more yellow. And I'm gonna do some red, maybe. My goodness. All right, I'm gonna go back into the yellow real quick before that dries up too much. I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth to blend that. And then if I can get some red out of here, I'm gonna do the same thing at the other side. Here we go. And I'm just using that same sponge. I'm not even changing my sponge out. Now I'll get some more orange. And I'll go from the orange to the red and just kind of blend that. So that you don't have that stark line. So I just keep going back and forth until it looks how I want it to. It's a little bit more of a line than I wanted there, but I'm gonna leave it. I like it. I had a turkey when I was a little girl, and so I don't know, they're just really friendly. They're cute and snuggly. I know people don't think of turkeys as pets, but they are fun. Fletcher's really good. He likes people. He loves it when you come by him. Loves to be pet. He'll call for you. He'll follow you around the yard. So yeah, I had a pet turkey named Charlie when I was a kid with my grandma, and I don't know, when I got all the animals, I needed to have a turkey. All right, so I'm gonna go through here now. I'm gonna add in a bunch of colors on his little tail, and hopefully this works. I don't know if it's gonna look good or not. I see people do this like to their feathers all the time on projects, and it always turns out so cute. So hopefully mine looks all right. We'll see. I'm just dipping back and forth in different colors. If you wonder what I'm doing here, just kind of grabbing whatever. Look how cute. And now I feel like his head needs to have a different color. I don't know, maybe I'll just do the same thing up here for his little head. Just a bunch of different colors. I think he's adorable. Can you take pics? I have a page you can follow, actually. It's called The City Chicken on Facebook, and the reason for that is we live at my grandma's property. It's been in the family for almost 100 years, or a little over 100 years, something like that. And one of my grandma's favorite recipes of mine was city chicken. And we live literally like 4 houses in from the city, so it just felt like a good name for them. So you can find me on there, though, City Chicken. And I'll post that later for you guys too in here if you guys want to follow me over there. I post all my animals. I've got chickens and turkeys and ducks. Let's see, I feel like my yellow, I want my yellow brighter. A little bit more. I don't know. I really like him. I think he's cute. And then we're going to stick him on here. Should we do it this way? Let's do it this way with the red underneath him. Okay. So now I'm going to set him aside. We're going to go ahead and get our stuff starting to glue together. And this project is almost done, and then we can go on to our next one. So to start, this should be all dry. I'm gonna take this piece and flip it over. And this is gonna go on here just like this. So I'm just gonna put some glue right around the edges. Doesn't take a whole lot of glue. And I'm gonna glue in between everything. And then I just set that down, make sure that it's where it needs to be. Nothing's sticking out funny. I'm gonna let this sit off to the side to dry a minute. And then we'll glue our letters down. That white on the edges still feels, it's still wet. So I'm just gonna be careful so that I don't mess up my black letters here. Oh my goodness. Hello, Robin. Hello, Dawn. Why is my glue, there we go, not wanting to come out tonight. I'm gonna just get it on all the letters real quick so I don't have to fight it again. All right. So then they're etched on where the letters go, so you don't have to worry about placement. It'll just show you right where to put them. If it's not lining up, you probably just painted the wrong side, but they should be fine. All right, so I'm gonna set those off to the side, and then we're gonna get our rooster glued down here. I'm just gonna be very careful with him because he's definitely not dry yet, and just get some glue on the back side of him. Just want to make sure he's on the tile and not sticking off. And then I'm going to set him off to the side to dry. Whew, project 1 is done. Hello, hello, thank you. All right, and then like I said, it does come with this blank one. You can paint it if you want to. I'm not going to because I'm going to have my little inserts in there, which we did the chicken. But let's go ahead. I'm going to put the glue away so it doesn't dry out and work on our little barn project next. So this is a little shelf sitter that also goes with these interchangeables. And they'll slide in the back, so I'll show you how that works here in just a second. I do have, I'm gonna go ahead and use my paintbrush. It's got white on there, but I think it'll look fine still. It's not gonna, well, it might turn it kind of pink. I think it'll be all right, because we're gonna do a second coat anyways. And as long as it's not pink pink, that's all right. Because I was going to do a little distressing on my barn, so this will just kind of take away the need of distressing. Again, my edges are going to be kind of nasty looking. I'm not going to worry, oops, I'm going to worry about this part up here, or part of it I am. Well, all right, we're going to paint part of it. I wasn't going to do it, but it looks like it's going to kind of overlap. I'm going to make sure it's all covered underneath the roof, so just gonna go up probably to about there. That turned pretty pink, so we're gonna add some more red. All right, I'm gonna clean up my edges in here and on the sides. And again, another reason that I love to paint with a towel, because it's just right here. I don't have to worry about that. So you get a lot of pieces with this. This is your base, which I'm going to paint that black. You got your roof part, you got a little window, you got the back piece, and then you got all these little things. Okay, these ones are going to go behind. This is going to be the backer, so I'm not going to worry about painting it or these. These are all going to get glued together. This will get painted. I'm going to do that in white, as well as the window. And then the roof I'm going to do in black, and the backer, or the sitter part, I'm going to do in black as well. So I'm going to let this, I'm running out of spaces here to set things. I'm going to move that aside. I'm going to do my black. Didn't I have a sponge for black? There it is. And I'm actually going to do the whole roof in black. You could do the inside of the window part if you wanted to different. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it black. So it just looks like you can't see inside. Got way too much black paint on there. I did not mean to do that. Hello, Margie and Mary and Bonnie. How are you? Welcome. Now what I might do is do a second coat of black around it to make it really dark for the roof, and then that part a little bit lighter, just so it looks more like you're looking in the shadowy window. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get out another sponge, which this one is just about on its last little leg here. I got just this tiny piece left and this tiny piece left. So after this, these ones will be done. I'm gonna get my white and I'm gonna paint my window frames. And you gotta be careful if you're using the towel at this point, because you've used a bunch of paint and it's probably on the towel, and sometimes I pick up that extra paint like red or black and then it doesn't turn out the color you want it to be. So that's the only thing that I don't like about using the towel, but you could have that happen just on your table if you're messy like me. All right, I was just kind of cleaning up some lines that were showing up on there from the sponge. And then we'll do this little window piece. This one's so tiny, I just don't want to get paint on my edges. So I was just feeling like farmy this weekend when I got all these files. I do have other files coming too, but most of the new ones are farm related, but they do like these interchangeables, these little squares. There's gonna be a ton more that come in the future. It's just that's all I got on there right now is the farm stuff. So I was just feeling farmy. All right, back to our black, because I didn't do the base yet and I want to do the roof a little bit darker, I think. And then we'll have to do a different insert for inside of here just to show you all the different pieces. All right, so I'm gonna go around this window area and just make everything else a little bit darker. Just to give it a different look from the roof. I actually really like how this turned out, the different variation and red on that. So I don't think I'm going to change anything there. You can. I was going to distress it. I don't think I'm going to now. All right. So I'm wondering why it does not overlap. What was I talking about? I don't know what I did to it. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and get this glued down. Start putting together the front part of it. Because the front part's the fun part that you get to see, you know, what it looks like. And then we'll go and do the back part in a minute. Show you how to make it functional. You just want to line it up, make sure that it's on there how it's supposed to be. Don't want it hanging off or not on the top enough or whatever, you know. And then I'm going to put the frame on for our barn door. And some people do glue to their bases. You can, I do on some of mine, but I don't do that on all of mine. Some of them I just leave them separate and it makes it easier for storing. But if it's something like an interchangeable that you're going to use all the time, you could go ahead and just glue your base right down this part of it to it so that it never gets lost, and it'll also, you make sure it stands up good. Some of them are a little bit loose in the base. Okay, come on, glue. Makes it really hard to use just a dab. when it doesn't come out and then it all comes rushing out at once. There we go. Might have a little bit more on there than I wanted, so I just kind of set it on my towel to kind of take some of that paint off of there if I needed to. And then there is etching for the window up top. Look how cute that is. And then it'll sit here like that. And then you'll have your little, I don't know, I don't want to put that on there. You'll have your little things behind it, just like that, and you can interchange them. But I'll show you in a second how to put the rest of it together. I'm gonna let this dry so that it doesn't slide around. Let's see, put the lid back on the glue. What else do we got? What time is it? We got about 15 more minutes left. Is this done yet? I want to show you guys this put together. Okay, so I'm not going to leave it in here so it doesn't get stuck like the last one. I do have some glue that's not, it's a little bit wet still. So H-O-M-E. And then this will be the part that interchanges. So for me, I wanted the little rooster. Look how cute that is. But I can change it, and I can use my farm fresh eggs. Or I can use this little chicken. Or whatever I put in here. Right now my other eggs are stuck in the other one, so we're gonna leave that there. And I don't have another piece painted yet, so I'm just gonna show you this one for now. But isn't that adorable? And then there will be, like I said, there will be some Christmas ones to come. Maybe, I think there's some fall ones that I have to cut still. And then we'll start adding them onto the website for all the different holidays. So I'm gonna take these out because the glue's still not dry and I don't want those to be stuck in there permanently. Set those off to the side. All right, so what is up next? I can show you how this goes together, the back of it, for now. So these are gonna get glued like this, right onto here, so that your pieces fit inside of here. Let's see. So they'll fit inside of there like that. That's cute. M for Marshall. I could put that in there. So let's see. Again, this is still kind of drying. I don't want it to dry funky, so we're gonna go glue them onto this to start, and then I'll glue them onto that back piece in a minute. I don't always use all three, and then sometimes I regret it, so maybe I will use all three. A lot of the pieces are just double layered, so 2 should be enough, but then if something gets added in the future that's really cute, that's a 3rd layer, it won't fit behind there. So you probably should just go ahead and do all 3 of the little pieces that it comes with. I'm a rebel and I don't always listen like I should. You just want to make sure they're lined up pretty good, so that way when you go to insert your pieces, they fit in there later on. My stuff's already sliding around and not glued on here perfect, but should work fine. Let's hope. So see, that creates a little pocket for your interchangeable pieces to fit in there. So they'll just drop down in the back behind here. I'm gonna go ahead and put some glue on this. And this should be dried by the time the live is up, so I can show you exactly what I mean. But then it fits right on the back. Just make sure it covers up all of the back piece there. All right, I think we're good. So see what I mean? It's got the little hole there. So your pieces will slide down in there, and that will be where your interchangeable goes. So I'm gonna let this dry still. Set it off to the side. Let's see. So we have this other piece that we can do real quick, because this one is just a quick one. I'm gonna do this one in black. I just like to have a variation. The other one has the black writing or the black letters, so I feel like it stands out off the white background, but this way, this will just be different. And you can distress this. We could distress this with some white if you wanted to. So it's not a solid black. Or you could do it in tan, brown. You could do all of them in white if you wanted to have a bunch of them sitting around and just have them all matching. That would work too. But look how quick this is too. We got a 45-minute live and we got 1, 2, 3 projects already. Hello, Mary Lou from Iowa. Hello, Brenda. All right. I'm gonna let that dry just a quick second and then we'll glue this back on here. And then we still have other pieces. Let me go grab one of the other kits. Give me 1 second. Ooh, almost knocked it over. All right, so I love my chickens, but I also love my Highland cows, and Highland cows are one of the kits. So I'm gonna do one of these, or 2 of them if you guys like. See how much time we have. Sorry, put that in your face and it's noisy. So they got these cute little mini cows, Highland cows. There's some cute sayings, like this one says, I have OCD, obsessive cow disorder. Farm life is the best life. I love fluffy cows. Welcome to our herd. Home on the farm. Wild hair, don't care. And then there's just another cute little cow, like just his face. So a bunch of cute ones with that set. All right, I'm gonna flip this over, get this glued down. Again, not painting this part because it's gonna be the backer, so it doesn't need to be painted. As long as it's on the back, nothing's showing from the front, then you're good. So we'll set this aside and let it dry. And we'll go ahead and work on some of these cute little cows. I am gonna do this little cow for sure. Let's see here, he's got a face somewhere. Fell off. Is this it? Nope, that one doesn't fit him. This one's it. Here we go. So he's got his cute little hair, his cute little smile, and then this little guy has a couple of 3D pieces. Is this his hair? That's not his hair, or does it go this way? That's not his hair. Whose hair is this? Where's his hair? There we go. And what else should we have? Should we have, I'm gonna do, I have OCD, obsessive cow disorder. So we'll try to paint all these. We've only got 10 minutes left. We might not have time to paint all of them. I'm gonna paint my backers in white, which I messed up and used that. So let's see. I have a white sponge somewhere. We might only get one of these done. That's all right. Whatever I don't get finished live, I will finish and post some finished pictures for you guys in the next day or two of all the different fun new kits. And they are all available on the website now, so dizzydesigner.com, and I'll post that link. I don't think I posted the link before I went live, so I'll get that up on the description of the video here when I'm done. All right, so white background for him, white background for this one. I could have done like a sky background, would have been really cool on these two. Kind of like we did the rooster one, but we could have done it in different blues. Okay. And then let's see, what can we use? We've got some nutmeg brown, and I can use, let's see what else we've got. I've got classic caramel. Use a couple different colors. Well, I don't know if there's anything in here. Let's use some warm buff for our little cows here. All right. I really want this one. These three with the, there we go, awesome together. Okay, let's see. Need more sponges. Let's Let's do his hair in the darker brown, which I'm using the nutmeg for the darker brown. And then I'm going to use the medium brown, which is the classic caramel, for the majority of him. So just his whole background is going to be done in this color. This reminds me, I have a cow door hanger that I have to finish still. So there's his hair, and then I'm going to do the lighter color. I need to keep this white one, so I need, here we go, use this one. The lighter color, which was warm buff for his nose and mouth area. Whoa. So there you go, there's going to be our cute little cow. Fastest sponge around, yes. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing for this one real quick before we have to get off of here. I'm going to do both of his little hair pieces that are 3D in the darker color. And then I'm going to do the middle color for his whole body and the lighter color for his face. You can change it up and do it differently. I'm just sticking kind of with what we did on the last one just to make it quick and easy. Plus, I want them to match since they're going to be on the same sign. I don't want them to be too different. Where did our other color go? This one? Must have been this one that I used. And then it looks like I might come through here and actually do some different things in a second. I might do like his tail. He's got his little tail sticking out here. That might be in a different color. We'll see. Once I get all the pieces on here, how it looks. So I just kind of did the whole cow. Got about 7 minutes left, so I'm trying to be super quick at this point for you guys so we can at least finish these cows because I think they're adorable. And I might do like the little horns different colored too up top. Do those in a darker color. Did I grab the wrong piece for him? I did. That one doesn't fit. I gotta paint this one instead. There's another piece, another cow that's a little bit smaller. One of the squares, so I just grabbed the wrong one. So I do want to do this differently. I like to add the color in, so I'm going to add this part and that darker brown to match the rest of his fur, and then the tip of his tail. You guys, we've got so much done together tonight. If you're new to me, I would love if you give me a follow. I do go live at least once a week. All of my replays are stored on my YouTube channel. If you are not new to me, but you don't currently follow the Craft Around the Clock group, make sure you give us a follow. We have live crafting all week long. Look how cute that turned out. All week long in our group, and there's always something fun to do over there, so give us a follow. I think I forgot to tag that too. I was cutting just before this. I had a really busy day today, so I just kind of jumped on and barely made it live, to be honest. Normally I try to tag where you can buy the stuff and where I'm at, so I do apologize for that. But look at how cute that one turned out too. I'm going to do a little bit darker brown on his little horns. They're going to get glued down on here, and then for this piece I'm just going to do it in white real quick. I don't know if we have time to get it finished or not. I'm trying. We got what, 4 minutes left. So when I keep saying that, it's because the next crafter's coming up live. So my time slot is ending. If you are following me in the Craft Around the Clock group, you want to stick around for the next crafter. And if you're not, you want to head over there, give them a follow, and check out the next live. I don't even know who's up after me tonight. So what I'll do with this when it's all dry, you want to make sure your paint is completely dry, is use the Sharpie pens. I have the super thin Sharpie markers, and I'll fill in, I'll just go over the etching to make it a little bit darker so you can see it better. And then that will go into this one. We'll have the OCD one there, and I'll have the 2 cows and the other one. So let me, uh-oh. Sound like my nephew, uh-oh. I got a paint chip on there, a green paint chip. All right, let me see if I can grab this real quick. I've got melted chocolate, so it's a little bit darker than the other one. And I'm just gonna use, I've got these glued down already, so I'm just gonna be careful. I'm gonna use this small one, small brush, and I'm gonna make the horns that darker color. You could even do them in black if you wanted to. I just like using all the browns. And I'm obsessed with these cows. They're so stinking cute. Look at that. He's so happy. I might add a little bit more detail on these, I'm not sure. But I'll get some photographs of them finished and I'll get them posted for you. Look at how stinking cute. Love, love, love them. Thank you so much. You as well. All right, let's see here. So my time is up. So if you're new to me, give me a follow. Like I said, I'm live at least once a week. And if you are not new to me, give us a follow over in the Craft Around the Clock group. I'll get pictures of all of this and post them for you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. We got so much accomplished. I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you have a great week. Bye, everybody.